There are certain things that all of us need. When you are young, you need food, and you need warmth, and you need shelter, and you need all of those things that your family provide for you. But part of that is that your family train you to provide those things for yourselves. Your family aren't always going to be around. So you get educated so that you can earn some money. And the reason we do that is that so that we can, at a bare minimum, find a way to earn enough to live a life that we can actually continue to survive, we can eat, we can have shelter for ourselves. So that is direction. You do need that direction. You need something that says, for the next couple of years, these are the things that you need. In fact, you would be pretty foolish not to get educated, not to learn how to cook for yourself, not to learn how to buy groceries, not to learn the value of money, not to learn anything, to completely just let go of everything. In that sense, you could just stay in bed all day. But life has a way of showing you that this is the things that you need to do. If you stayed in bed all day, see how long you get along. How long will you manage to survive in bed? At some point you're going to have to get up, either to eat some food or to go to the toilet. So life has a way of saying, no, you don't need to just do nothing, you still need to head in some direction. And so we need that bare minimum. But this also isn't the path of someone that says, well, I can just go and sit in the forest somewhere and just completely abandon all my responsibilities in life. Because part of life is that we are very tribal beings. So we belong in a tribe. We stay close to other people. We're not isolated animals. So part of that means that you not only need to look after yourself, you need to start looking after other people around you. And in order to do that, you need a direction in life as well. So we need to stop seeing life as a series of goals and a series of achievements, and actually start seeing life for what it is. The only goal that you need is to stay alive. In reality, for most human beings, we don't see it as something that simple. If you manage to stay alive, that's a fantastic thing. And then do whatever it takes to stay alive. And in order to stay alive, you need to have some food, you need to have some clothing, and you need to have some warmth and shelter. So you go and you get a job, and then you maintain that. But we don't see our life like that. We think we're far more superior than all the other animals. All the other animals are just trying to stay alive. If we made that our goal and said, actually, I'm alive. Once I'm alive and I'm fed and I'm sheltered and I'm warm, I'm happy. But we don't see life like that. Staying alive isn't good enough. We take that for granted. So for us, it's all about, well, do I have a bigger house than everyone else? And do I have a nice flashy car? Because what we've done is we've placed our happiness on all these other things. We think happiness is there, but happiness is just a perception. Being alive for 99.9% of the species on this planet is more than enough. Happy as Larry, because they're alive. But for us, that's nowhere near good enough. So we have all these goals and we have all these plans, and we say, I've got direction in life and I need to earn a lot of money, and I'm going to win the lottery if I can't get a good job, and then I'm going to buy myself a boat, and then I'm going to travel around the world, and I'm going to sit on a beach, and all these sorts of things. Fine, go and do all those things, but don't assume that that's where happiness is. Because there are plenty of people who've done that. There are plenty of people who've done that their whole life, and they've not found what happiness is. Because they kept deferring their happiness. Their happiness was always on the other side of that next goal. If only I could get that in life. If only I could do that in life. So it's great to have goals and achievements in life. Do that. But don't place your happiness on the other side of that achievement. Be happy now. Be happy whether you achieve that or not. And we don't understand life in that way. We don't understand that being happy is possible now, and being happy is the goal. Being content, being blissful, being at peace. And the Guru's whole focus is about you are a fountain of happiness. Within yourself, you've got all the happiness you need. But your mind is always looking outwards. So the whole journey is about taking the mind away from the outwards and bringing it within yourself. Within yourself is the home of bliss. Your home is a home of bliss. But we don't know that. For us, our home is bricks and mortar, and that is the home of misery. And only if we get a bigger home and we get a better home and we get more shiny, flashy things that aren't going to survive, all of those things we think are in our happiness. And when we get all of those things, then we say, oh, well, I've got to get married, and then I've got to get children, and then my children need to get good education, and I need to send them to horse riding classes, and I need to make sure that they go to their tennis class. And you start doing all these crazy things, never realizing that happiness is already there with you. At what point are you going to get that happiness if you have all these great goals in life? If you have all these great plans, why isn't your plan to be happy? Your plan is to buy lots of stuff, do lots of stuff, and then the hope is that at the end of all of that there's some happiness at the end of that rainbow. But why isn't your plan to be happy? Why isn't your goal every day to say, I'm going to be happy today? If your goal is to be happy today, you can be happy right now. It isn't dependent on what you buy or what you achieve or what other people think of you. That isn't where your happiness lies. So by all means, have all the plans that you want, but you're going to make yourself miserable chasing after all those things.